Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This video that we're going to be doing today is going to be talking about fire and my basic fire kit. Well, that was easy. But seriously, fire is usually one of the more important aspects as far as camping goes and basic survival needs. It's what kind of separated us from the old, ancient us to the newer people that we have become throughout the ages. Fire helps out with several different aspects as far as survival going. You can cook your food, you can purify your water, basic signal fires in order to get people's attention, warmth, and let's be honest, sometimes it's just pretty to have around your campsite. So we're going to go through the basic tools that I have in my own personal fire kit. This is my gear review section. Starting off is your basic lighter. I usually start off with a Zippo lighter because it's windproof. And these are relatively cheap, but an even cheaper go-to for lighters is Bics. Now, the negative aspects of any style lighter is the fact that they are not waterproof and the fuel will eventually evaporate out. So you'll have to refuel them at some point and or replace it completely because there's just not a whole lot that you can do as far as keeping them in a good condition. You can also keep them in a dry storage bag or Ziploc for an even cheaper resource as far as that goes. The other aspect of lighters is they're small, they're easy to carry, and they're very portable. Unlike my previous example of a blowtorch. Now there's nothing wrong with this, it's just a simple fact that if you are by yourself and you're hiking through the woods, this is an extra 2-3 pounds that you don't need to be carrying. Another quick alternative is your common household barbecue lighter. These things are also a dime a dozen, and they also give you the nice advantage of the extended range in order to light your campfire. Again, nothing wrong with basic supplies. If you have a way to instantly make fire, it's going to be so much easier to go ahead and do that while you're out in the woods. It's one advantage of modern technology that our primitive ancestors didn't have at all. The next thing in my fire kit is matches. Now these aren't just regular matches, these are called Stormproof Matches. They burn for a much longer time. They're also a much larger match. So the nice thing about these is they're also waterproof. And they also come in this handy dandy little storage container with a O-ring on top so it stays sealed completely. I don't know if they are strike anywhere matches at all, but it does come with a striking surface built in on the side. And it also has spare strikers on the inside as well. These are a nice Walmart alternative. I do believe I picked it up for less than $10. And you can not only just get the whole kit, but you can also buy the matches individually. So the nice thing about them is the matches themselves, even though they are in a dry waterproof container, they also themselves are waterproof on their own. There's cheap ways you can make regular matches waterproof. You can buy waterproof matches as well. But these you can completely submerge and pull out dry and they'll be completely fine. Much like the lighter, these are simple and easy to carry. The only negative aspect is similar to the lighter, the fact that fuel. You can only carry so many matches with you. By all means, you can pack your bag as full with matches as possible. I wouldn't recommend that. But The only downside to these is they are a little bit more expensive than your traditional matches. Now, you can buy traditional matches, put them in a waterproof container, and you'll be just fine. And these, as I've shown already, are far superior than regular matches. We also have a Ferrocerium rod. Now, what's nice about this one is it comes in a nice bright orange container, so it doesn't matter where you have it on you. If you should drop it in the middle of the woods, this would be far easier to find than a nice natural one with the wooden handle. This Ferrocerium rod is actually quite large to some of the other ones that I've seen, and it comes with its own built-in striker. This is also a Walmart alternative that I have found. This is made by Urban Environmental Technologies, and it's also from Strikeforce. I don't always use the built-in rod. I typically use the back of my knife to scrape and sparks. As demonstrated, this also throws out large sparks in order to ignite your tinder source. The cool thing about this model is also it comes with a storage unit on the bottom for more tinder storage. The only negative aspect is if this is your only ignition source and you lose it, you don't have another one. So the only other option is to carry more than one, which doesn't hurt. My last item in my fire kit is a basic Magnesium Striker plug. Now, what you do with Magnesium Striker blocks is you actually shave off some of the metal and then you send a spark down in it. That's a quick spark, and it allows you to go ahead and ignite your tinder source, even when wet. That's the major benefits of magnesium. The downside to magnesium is when you run out of your block because you're shaving it down, you're no longer have it. But, you know, in survival situations or in basic camping, if none of your other sources worked, then it's good backup and alternative. The cool thing about this one is it also comes with its own built-in Ferrocerium rod. This one is not as good as the one I've already shown you, probably because the surface area of it's so small, but it is a good alternative and backup. These are all my ignition sources that I carry in my fire bag. Now, something else that you can carry with you is tinder. A lot of people use cotton balls and Vaseline. Some people go ahead and just collect their tinder as they're camping or hiking. A real quick, easy alternative, if you don't have anything, is dryer lint. Why are dryer fires so devastating? Because lint is extremely flammable. So much like cotton, it'll catch fire quite easily. And another thing to carry within your fire bag is a basic Ziploc bag. If you're going around collecting tinder and you need to keep it dry and it starts raining, that tinder's not going to light because it's wet. Wet things don't burn. They might smoke, but they don't really burn. It's a good idea to keep some kind of dry bag on you for your tinder source alone. Now, I wouldn't necessarily put them all together, but that's up to you. Within my fire bag, there's many redundancies. The whole point being is if one source doesn't work, I have another chain to work on. What come up many times within these videos is the fact that having backups and redundancies within your systems is never a bad idea. I have 4 ways to making fire within my kit, and that's not even going to primitive styles that I haven't even quite learned yet. If I can get those down, this fire kit will just be a simple convenience backup to any of it. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment on your suggestion for another topic. This one has come up many times within chatting with people. Don't look at the comments because it wasn't there. And I'll catch you on my next adventure.